Gotta spit that out, no homo. Yeah, man. Another kind of chilly day. As you can see, man, the sun ain't even out yet in Southern California. California, yeah. Alright, what do you call it? Off for work? Overnight shift, you know. When you're very talented, sometimes you can say that. You can just brag about it. I'm good at what I do. Wherever they place me, man, I'm gonna be good at it. I'm gonna learn it from the people that I need to learn it from. Then I'll be good at it. And just try to get better after I'm good at it. After I become better at it, then I become great at it. Heard? So good, better, great. In that order. Feel me? Today we gonna talk about the mind. What is the mind? And what is consciousness? So we're gonna talk about mind and consciousness. How does that relate to our body itself? You feel me? The members of our body, your eyes, nose, lips, hands, legs. How does the mind relate to your body? We first gotta, in order for us to understand something that's not objective, because it's not something that it's not an object like your body itself. You feel me? In psychology, human beings are labeled as objects. Feel me? But you don't want to treat people like an object. But psychology, that's how they just label people. And you have the members of an object. It's like a chair got legs and a seat and the arms and whatever. We also have the same. We are object that have legs, arms, head, and everything else like that. The subjective of it is something that is not tangible, but we kind of know that it's there because consciously we all experience the same thing, which is like a conscious and a mind. So what is that? What is the conscious and the mind? If we don't have the evidence to point at it and be like, that is a mouth and that is a nose and that is a head growing out of that man's face. You feel me? Oh, that's a chest, biceps, six-pack, you name it, titties and ass and all. You feel me? First, we have to look at what makes us us. What makes this body this body? Where does this body come from? How is this body generated? You go to the mother's womb and everything. How is your mother itself generated? You feel me? We know that the body itself is made out of clay or came from the earth itself. If you from the Bible, you know, all that stuff, good stuff. You feel me? We have to look at it. Don't pay attention to them. So we know the body itself is made out of the earth that we live on. So to understand the mind itself, you have to go back into you have to look at what the earth is composed of. You feel me? You have the earth, you have water. We basically identical when it comes to the earth, and man, the earth is like 60 to 75% made out of water. We are basically the same way too. And the rest is just your organs. And your skin is the biggest organ on your body because it covers everything else like that too. So from that point of view, we still remain with the question, what is the mind? So what is an electrical magnetic field? Something that we cannot see, but yet protects the earth from harmful UV rays from the sun and everything. The magnetic field of the earth is the mind of the earth itself. The same way we have a mind, the earth has its own magnetic field. which deflect things off. Your mind keep you sound. You feel me? A planet that does not have a magnetic and electrical field is identical to Mars. Mars does not have a more electric magnetic field that protects it from the sun rays. So it's constantly being depleted. It is very fast. It is being dried out, which is dried out anyway. It's dry. It's basically a dead planet. You feel me? But it looks like a living planet, but it's a dead planet. The same thing with a person who does not have a sound mind. A person who does not have a sound mind move chaotically. They celebrate dead objects. You feel me? They take more pride in their car than they take in people. They cherish things and treat people like a dead object instead of a living object. So if a person does not have electrical magnetic field, which is your mind itself, then you are most susceptible.
Bus at SBX. Hospitality at Carnegie and the NS will arrive in 9 minutes.
You're most susceptible to basically receive all this harmful things that comes in your life and everything else like that. We also going to talk about dreams, my perception of where dreams come from and everything else like that. I got a little bit of time to spare. So the mind is your
next southbound bus at SBX. Hospitality at Carnegie and the SS will arrive in 39 minutes.
They be hating. So your mind is your electrical magnetic field. So what is your consciousness relating to the earth itself? Your consciousness is the atmosphere of your brain or your mind itself. It is the atmosphere. It is what does the storm, basically. It is what gives you rain. It is what cleans things out. It is the cloud or the movement and everything else like that. You feel me? Your consciousness is also there to protect you. And you also know that Mars does not have a cloud. So a person who does not have the right kind of consciousness, who's not conscious of things, is more likely to get into harmful things. So your mind is your electrical magnetic field, and your consciousness is the atmosphere of your body. You feel me? It is a atmosphere fierce. So it's an atom fierce. You feel me? Basically, it's a place. It's a domain. So your mind, your consciousness is like a domain itself. You feel me? It is. You don't believe me? I'm telling you. You feel me? So how is our atmosphere kind of formed? Our atmosphere is formed by the circulation of the river itself, or the ocean, which basically circulate, turn into cloud, then fall back down into rain and everything else like that. So what you consciously have on your mind is what's falling back into your body itself. Or not in your, I would say your mind, what you consciously have in your conscious, what you constantly have in your conscious is what is raining back on your body itself. So if you're a person who has a positive attitude, you feel me? You see things in a good light, then guess what? You will have good consciousness falling back on your body, so you'll be in a better vibration. You feel me? So your consciousness is your atmosphere. You feel me? What is basically the climate of your whole body, which is your consciousness. Your mind, it is the electrical magnetic field that protects you from things. It kind of grounds you. You feel me? Just like the electrical magnetic field is from the inside of the earth itself. It's from the earth's core. So your mind itself is your core. It's your core. It's your being itself. And the inside of the earth's core is where the electrical magnetic field is basically located, and it resonates. It's all around us, but we cannot see it. You feel me? We can't see it with this eye itself. You feel me? But we know it's there because it protects us. This is why you get well, if you go to certain parts of the country, you can see the light. When the light hits it, it breaks down, and you can see the coloring in the sky itself. So you have all these things. So let me get back to the water part. So the water, which creates a cloud, is the same kind of water in your body that kind of gives you your consciousness itself. It's basically the same thing. Water is memory. It flows. Water carries information. It is the life. It basically is blood is like water itself. It's liquid. Feel me? I can't say water. It's liquid. So it is what carry things through your body and everything else itself, just like the earth itself. You feel me? So you have an atmosphere, which is your consciousness, which is also made out of the things that you take in. You feel me? The information, which also can be called liquid or water, because memory can be symbolized as a liquid form, but it has a memory. It's a faculty that holds data. That's the definition of it.
Hospitality at Carnegie and the NS will arrive in 5
So
minutes.
out of your memory is what creates the atmosphere. So your memory is a domain within you that you extract information about who you are. It has everything from your name all the way down to you name it, your daily life activities. And out of this memory bank or a space or a plane or a planet or a domain, it has to create an atmosphere. And that atmosphere out of your memory is where your consciousness comes from. So your consciousness and your mind are two separate things. They're not the same. If they was the same, they wouldn't separate them with different names. You feel me? So you have your memory that collects information every day. You feel me? Some you can remember, some is just there. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that. So sometimes it's there. It's just something that triggers it for you to remember it. You feel me? So you have these things going on. So this is your mind and your consciousness itself. So your consciousness, you can strengthen your consciousness very fast. Consciousness just means being aware. How can you be aware of something that you cannot even comprehend? You feel me? So you can strengthen your atmosphere to give you to provide you more light, insight, enlightenment, by taking in more information that will help you. You feel me? So you can have a sunny day. So by clearing up your consciousness and putting the right information within you, because everything is intercourse, or it's like everything that you do is basically is a form of eating. You feel me? It's equivalent to you eating the food. So everything that you intake on your daily activities, known and unknown, is going straight to your memory bank. And that's where dreams also come from. Dreams are from the things that you eat. You can have dreams from the food that you eat. Yes, that's where most of your dreams come from. I would say, this is my philosophy, you feel me? It's my thesis. It's not a theory, it's a thesis. That your dreams comes from your memory also, which is the atmosphere that it creates is your consciousness. The collective group, it just creates a consciousness. Our consciousness is also part of the world's consciousness itself. It's a borrowed consciousness. It is the breath that God breathed in us. You feel me? It is the thing that keeps us alive. You feel me? So if you're not aware, if you're not aware of the things that's going on, it will definitely hurt you. You feel me? They say what you do not know cannot hurt you, but sometimes if it doesn't kill you, it will hurt you. But certain things cannot be fully explained. I can explain something and it can contradict what I said previously. So the world does not work perfectly like that. It doesn't work where everything will make sense. You feel me? That's not how things work. But anyway, so your dreams, which is also part of your memory, is the intake. It is the injection. It is the eating. It is the intercourse. A course is information or data or a study. You feel me? Or a major. You know, you're taking a course in a major in college. So your dreams come from literally the food that you eat, the amount of sunlight that you get, because sunlight itself is also information. That's the reason why you can get vitamin D from sunlight itself. You feel me? You can also get a tan from your sunlight itself. So sunlight is an information that activates certain genes in your body. You feel me? So these are all the things that create your dreams itself. So if you want to control what kind of dreams you have, very fast. If you want to control what kind of dreams you have, you can control the intake of the things that you take within you itself. If you can, you know what I mean, try your very best to. If you're having nightmares, then that means that you have been taking in things that is not healthy for you, and your body is telling you. And you can have other people's dream. You can have other people's dream too. You can have dreams about an animal that you ate. You feel me? If you can just pinpoint, if you pay close attention to your dreams and the dreams that you have, you can actually track it back to something that you ate or something that you saw or something that you. Some people can watch a scary movie.
Will arrive in 34 minutes.
Some people can watch a scary movie and have nightmares about the movie that they watch. Or some people can go through a traumatized situation and have nightmares about it. Or some people can go through, they can have a good day and they have good dreams about it. So dreams comes from your memory bank itself. You feel me? It's part of your memory bank. It still works when you your mind is still working when you're sleeping. You feel me? Your body's at rest, but your mind always stays up and it's constantly it's like a clock in itself, basically. So it's constantly rotating. It's still counting. Even when you're not aware of these things, it's still counting. Your dreams can be influenced by a lot of things. There could be things going on around you that can also influence your dream. It's anything that you injects. You know, I already said all that stuff already. So remember, we're gonna run it down. Your consciousness is the atmosphere or is the climate of your body. It is what weathers. It is the weather channel, literally. It is the weather channel to your body itself. Your mind is the magnetic field of your body. It is the whole magnetic field of your whole being. It is the core of who you are. Your mind doesn't just consist of your brain. It is your heart, your guts, your brain, and all those three alignments. That's your mind itself. You feel me? But I gotta go. And your brain is just a monitor. That's all it is. It displays to you the things that you collect and all the information that you've collected. I gotta go.